Hi, my name is Quinn. Welcome to my presentation on the standardized outline of the ISSC or the Intergenerational Self-Help Club monthly meetings. One of the most important activities of the Intergenerational Self-Help Club is the monthly meeting. Therefore, Health Age International in Vietnam has developed a standardized outline of the ISSC monthly meetings to ensure the monthly meeting is engaging, fun, participatory, beneficial, and attractive to the ISHC members. More importantly, with the standardized outline, the Club Management Board can take lead on organizing the monthly meeting following the easy-to-follow standardized monthly meeting outline. The standardized monthly meeting has 6 parts. Part 1 is the startup, followed by Part 2 is report on previous month activities. Part 3 is the communication or capacity building part, which is the main and most important part of the monthly meeting. Part 4 is the self-help and community development part. Part 5 is the planning for next month. And the final part is Part 6, which is clothing. A typical monthly meeting would take around 90 to 120 minutes. Now, let's go into each part in detail. Part number 1 is the startup, which normally take around 20 minutes. It normally starts with physical group exercise, followed by cultural performance and group songs. Remember, the Club Management Board should always give participation cards to members or groups that are actively volunteering or contributing to the monthly meetings activities. Next, each group are asked to pick up the animal group photos for the monthly meeting to make it fun and interactive with animal sounds and action. The next step is to take group attendance using the whiteboard. After that, the club will celebrate members' birthdays with songs, birthday gifts, and well wishes. The chair of the club will then introduce new members and guests. The chair will end part 1 by going through the meeting's agenda. The second part is the reports on previous month activities, which will normally take around 20 minutes. Each report should be presented by the person in charge of that activities. Part 2 normally start with the livelihood report, followed by the healthy aging report, care report, self-help and community development report, rights and entitlement report, resource mobilization report. The financial report is always the last report. The reason for this is to enable the club members to cross-check to see if the activity report match with the financial report or not. Once all the reports are given, the chair will summarize and conclude part 2. Before moving to part 3, the club will conduct energizers and or cultural performance to prepare the members for part 3. Part 3 is the communication and capacity building part. This is the main and most important part of the monthly meeting, which normally takes around 30 to 40 minutes. Therefore, Health Age International in Vietnam has developed the 7-step to effective communication. The Club Management Board are trained on how to follow closely the 7-step to effective communications. The first step is for the presenter to introduce their name and topic of their talks. Step 2 is to present the talk objective and length of time. The third step is to ask the club member what they understand or knows about the topic. The fourth step is to give the talk or presentation. The presenter should focus on confirming what is correct and what is not, and then add what is still missing to make it complete. The fifth step is to give time after the talk for members to ask questions and receive answers. The sixth step is to review members' knowledge gained during the talk by using the various knowledge review games and activities. The last and seventh step is the conclusion, with special emphasis for club members to apply what they have learned from the talk. The fourth part is the self-help and community development part, which normally takes around 20 minutes. The fourth part normally starts with the introduction of the part 4, followed by a short 3 to 5 minute group work for each group to come up with at least one needy cases that the club should consider supporting for the month. After the group work, each group is asked to share or present the needy case to the club. One club management board member will write the case up on the whiteboard and would then summarize the cases that the group has proposed and then work with the group to rank and select the most needy case for the club to support for the month. Once the case has been selected, the club would then discuss on what support is needed and what group would provide what support. Part 4 ends with a summary and conclusions of Part 4. Part 5 is the planning for next month, which normally takes around 10 minutes. Part 5 starts with one club management board lead person introduce Part 5 and present the next month's proposed plan, which is written on the whiteboard. He or she will then ask the member for the feedback on the proposed plan. The member feedback is then used to revise the next month's plan. The club management board lead person will then assign tasks for each activities and finalize next month's plan. The last part of the monthly meeting is the closing, which will take around 10 minutes. It starts with one club management board lead person do the introduction of part 6. He or she will then ask some volunteers to collect and count the group participation cards. Group with the most participant card is announced the winner and give present to the winning group. The club secretary would then go through the meeting minutes and the chair of the club would then do a short monthly meeting closing speech. Before leaving, the member would then sing a goodbye song. Before I end my presentation, here are some key reminders when conducting the club monthly meeting. First, the club management board to conduct preparations meeting 1 or 2 days before the actual meeting to properly prepare for the monthly meetings. The monthly meeting should always start on time. Don't wait for late members. The meeting should be fun and participatory with lots of games and songs and cultural performance. Remember to always give participatory cards whenever possible, which is given throughout from part 1 to part 5. Part 3, the communications or the lifelong learning is the most important and main part of the monthly meeting, so invest time and resource on it. And always follow the 7 steps to effective communications. A typical monthly meeting should be around 90 to 120 minutes long. Make sure the venue is easy for members to access, has enough chairs, drinking waters, and restroom. Things to do before or after the monthly club meeting. 1. Conduct monthly health screening. 2. Collect monthly membership fees and revolving fund interest and or principal. 3. Collect and or gather donations. 4. Clean or prepare meeting venue. 5. Receive revolving fund loan applications. And 6. Receive requests for special support from the club. Thank you.